Hello friends, so today we're going to discuss some of the important food production books. So let's get started. So first we're going to discuss some general information about the books. So books used in the food production can be theoretical as well as cookbooks. A theoretical book is the one which contains the theory about cooking. Some related recipes are also given side by side in the chapter. So in the theoretical books, the theory of the books are of the dishes of some ingredients of some cuisine are given, and side by side the recipe of those things, those which are understanding in theoretical books, are also given side by side in that book only. Next we are coming on a cookbook. A cookbook is a book that contains recipe of a particular cuisine or a mix of different cuisines. So in a cookbook there are only recipes, a recipe about a particular cuisine, only a different dishes, different recipes, or a mix of different cuisine recipes are given in that book. So recipes are important as they contain a detailed process of cooking a dish properly. Recipes are important because they contain a detailed information, a process with some ingredients used in that dishes, with the amount of those ingredients to use in that recipe. So recipes are important as they contain a detailed process of cooking that dish properly. Restaurant depends on their cooks to follow recipe so their food costs stay in line. The menu pricing of an item is determined by costing out a recipe. So to costing out a dish, to costing out a menu price, we have to first price out the recipe, first price out the what all ingredients are used in this recipe and how much it cost us, so that how much we can sell out that recipe, that dish, to the customer, to the guest. That's why a recipe is more important at the time of costing. Coming forward, some of the recommended culinary books. So a food production student should have these books, the further books which I am showing, including this one also. These are some important culinary books that a student should have. So talking about the books, the first book is Food Production Operation. So this book is written by Chef Parvinder Singh Bali, the corporate chef of OCLD. So OCLD is Oberoi Center of Learning and Development. So Oberoi has its MT program, which I further guide you in the upcoming videos. So Chef Parvinder Singh Bali is the corporate chef of OCLD, a big institute. He is the corporate chef who teaches out there. He is one of the biggest chef in India, and he has written this book which is taught us in the hotel management courses. So this is written by Chef Parvinder Singh Bali, corporate chef OCLD, and is published by Oxford Publications, as you see in this picture. The book is taught in the first year of the hotel management courses. The major topics covered in this book are, the major headings in the introduction are: the introduction to food production, professional kitchen, stocks, soups, sauces and salads, which are known as 4S. So what is stock? Some detailed information about soup, sauces, salads. I will give you these informations in detail in the upcoming videos. So like, we are just talking about the introduction, the syllabus which is given in that book. So it has the introduction to professional kitchen, stock, soup, sauces and salads, meat, seafood and eggs. Methods of cooking, different methods of cooking used in the kitchen are also mentioned in this book. Basics of bakery and confectionery and basics of Indian cooking are mentioned in this book. So this book is only taught in the first year but is used in throughout your life. So it's very important and very basic books which have all the basis of the food production of the kitchen. So coming to the next book, it is known as the Theory of Cookery. So this book is written by Krishna Arora and is published by Frank Prose and Co. I personally considered it as a Bible of the food production due to its size and also its short and crisp content. So this book have a very short and crisp content in it, which also have many features as the previous book I have shown, but it have the short and very precise content about the topics which are mentioned here. So some of the topics, the major topics covered in the book are, these are the major, not the minor topics. Minor topics you can see in the book, but the major topics which are there in the book are the culinary history, the aims and objective of cooking. What are the aims or objective of the cooking used? The methods of cooking, stock, soup, salads, sauces and appetizers. Something, the basic principle of food production, bakery and patisserie, principle of menu planning, that how we do the menu planning and what are the basic principles of doing the menu planning, kitchen management, that how the kitchen is managed and what all in detail the kitchen management are mentioned in this book, and many culinary terms, the basic culinary terms are mentioned in this book. In the end of this book, the culinary terms are also mentioned there. So the next book is Quantity, Food Production Operation and Indian Cuisine. So in this book is also written by Chef Parvinder Singh Bali, PS Bali, and is also published by the Oxford publication. This book is usually taught in the second year of the hotel management courses. The major topics in this book are purchases and indenting volume. So in the second year in hotel management courses, the students are taught about the indent volume. The volume cooking are taught to the students, that how the volume cooking is doing and what all equipments are used and what all other things you have to keep in mind to do the volume catering or volume cooking. So the major topics are purchase and indenting volume, planning of volume catering, types of volume catering establishment, that in which catering establishment, in which different F&B outlets there are volume catering is used, like in airplanes, in cruise lines, in railways, in hotel industry and in many other sectors, like also in hostels and in hospitals. These catering industries, these caterings, volume catering are used. So it is also mentioned in this book. Then coming forward to regional cuisine of India, many different, almost I think so 10 to 12 region cuisine are mentioned in this book. Some of these cuisine which I have mentioned here are Awadh cuisine. Awadh cuisine is basically the Lucknowi cuisine, is also known as Awadh cuisine. The Bengali, Punjabi, Rajasthani, some more cuisines are mentioned out there in this book. Coming forward, dum cooking is also mentioned, tandoor cooking, rice cooking and Indian sweets, about the Indian sweets. So this book is basically on Indian cooking and volume cooking. So it's also very important for the second year students of hotel management college. Then coming to the international cuisine and food production management. So this book is also written by Chef Parvinder Singh Bali and is published by the Oxford publication. This book is taught in the third year of the hotel management courses and is very important for the students who choose the international cuisine as their future goals. So this book is very important as this cuisine teaches us international cuisine in detail. Many different types of international cuisine are taught in this book, which I have mentioned. So the major topics covered in this book are cold kitchen, which includes charcuterie, appetizers, sandwiches, uses of herbs and wine in cooking. So if we talk something about charcuterie is known as the force meat, the meat which is chopped, which is pureed or which is emulsified with the fat. So the force meat is also used in different preparations in the cold kitchen, like sausages are made and other terms which you can find in this book, and in detail you can find about the charcuterie. What is charcuterie? So there's a different section in the cold kitchen about which you can understand. So all those force meat items are prepared in this section only. Then coming to appetizers, some of the appetizers, how the appetizers are made, what all the garnishes of the appetizers, different types of appetizers and many all things are also mentioned in this book. And sandwiches and use of herbs and wines in cooking, how the herbs and wine change the flavor of the cooking, what all herbs and wines are used in which type of cooking. So that's also mentioned in this book. Then coming to international cuisine, many international cuisines, different number of international cuisines are mentioned, are detailed mentioned in this book, which includes the Italian, Mexican, French, UK, German, Chinese, Japanese and Thai. All these and I believe 3 or 4 cuisines more are mentioned in this book. Coming forward, advanced pastry and confectionery, which includes cake, pastries, chocolate, cookies, biscuits, some extra things also are also mentioned in this book. So all these 4 books which I have shown you in this presentation are very important for a hotel management students to go through and to read through. So make sure you should have all of these to become a professional chef, to have a detailed knowledge about food production. And friends, that's all for the day. Make sure you like, share and subscribe the channel, and keep plating and keep cooking. That's all for the day. Thank you.